Hello. Let me sit down. Yo! Hits me with a yo out of nowhere. Doing this for you. Hang on my headphone. It's a little bit quiet for me. Better. PARANORMASIGHT. Spoopy game. I wonder how long it will actually take me. I think it's only like 12 hours, according to how long to beat, but we know me. Good morning. I start here, Archie. Wait, are you from like the Americas or something if you say good morning? Like, are you a freedom lover? We have to, I think we reached somewhat of a not yet end, right? Where it said, oh, we can't continue past this point. We need to do something else first, which means that I could now ask you which protagonist to choose, but I think we've established that we would do the high school. Oh, I can zoom in. Fuck my ass. What is this novel technology in a visual novel? What? We're gonna do the high school girl last, right? 12 a.m. You have no sleep schedule. Wait, if it's 12 a.m., you are still... Wait a second. 12 a.m. Is that like... Is that midnight or is that... I'm always getting confused. 12 a.m. is like midnight, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna do Tetsumi next. The crime scene investigation with the dick-sucking lips. Young detective police boy, who's most likely our twink boyfriend. Tetsuya Tetsumi, Chief Inspector of the Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division, is investigating the mysterious death of a fellow officer. He visits the scene of the incident, the former Yasuda Gardens, with his subordinate Junario. It all seems to converge on the police a little bit, right? Mind you that Haru's husband is working for the police as well, and her son died due to the fuck-ups of the police, so... You have holiday right now. Man, I'm jolly. I have to go to work tomorrow. It's the late shift, but... You know... Babby and Secretary are going to the public bath tomorrow. Well, I get to sleep in. It's a beautiful day tomorrow. It's gonna be hot, it's gonna be sunny, and I'm gonna be in my room sleeping. Hey boss, forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean. I forgot which voice I gave this guy. I can't do a Twinkie voice. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. Think he's offering? The park should be able to open back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. I doubt it'll get many visitors after everything that's happened. You'd be surprised. Lots of people love that kind of thing. I bet they'll be lining up to get in. Occult stuff is really popular right now. Did you not know that, boss? Does anyone ever call anyone ever boss? Like, have you ever called anyone boss? Or something? I have coworkers that call me boss jokingly because our customers always keep thinking that I'm like the branch manager just because I'm a male. Which is sexist, but it's a trope I'm okay with, I guess. I don't know. It can get annoying, since they always also complain to me whenever something goes wrong. But no one ever called someone else like boss like that. It seems ironic, right? If you keep saying, "Oh, boss this, boss that," right? Maybe like an anime or something. I'd call my boss boss. Do you not call your boss by their name or by like Mr. Bossman or something? No, boss. Only ironically. Okay, and you're with me there, good. I only call my boss boss ironically. Let's hustle, boss. It's super normal here to call other people patrao, which is literally boss. Patrao, that seems very, like, almost as if it's from, like, derived from the word, or maybe the word patriarch is derived from patrao. So patrao seems a little bit like fatherly, like a fatherly boss. I do that all the time to everyone. You must be pretty cool to hang around with, Blue. Man, I wish you would call me Patrao once. Miss Boss Lady. that's very 2024 of you, okay? Miss Boss Lady. Mr. Bossman, sir. Sounds stupid. It does. Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but nothing is rooted in science these days. You don't follow it anymore. Have you not gotten the memo yet? if ghosts really did exist, we could just ask him who the perp is. Somehow I doubt it would be that simple. Ah, but you know, I've heard that high school girls are really into the spirit board thing these days. What? Why? Wait, what do you want to do with high school girls? What? You're neither a YouTuber nor Twitch streamer. Stop it right now. Supposedly, you can call on spirits and talk to them by using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? You can try it out yourself if you're so interested. Go look for a local high school girl and, like, just fiddle with her board. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss. What now? Stop messing around. You really think we're gonna solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper? Damn, look at the fucking veins on his forehead. What do you think his dick looks like? Sounds like you know all about it. You've got to be open-minded. What if that's how police work is gonna be from now on? I really doubt it. Don't make me laugh. Spirit board. Due to the occult craze, divination has become popular among young boys and girls. All one needs is a coin and a piece of paper with letters and numbers written on it. Oh, you don't even need an Ouija board? What? You can just do it yourself? Using these, all one has to do is ask a question of the called upon spirit and it will move the coin in answer. It is believed to be a tool that was adopted from Western spiritualism and molded by Japanese occult enthusiasts. Wait. Ouija is not like a... Am I even pronouncing it right? Ouija? Is it Ouija or Ouija? Where is this from? Like, where is this derived from? It's not a Western thing, that's for sure. Like, Ouija is not a Western word. Get the hell out of here with Ouija. Did Europe never get the Charlie craze, whatever it was called? You used to pens and a piece of paper with yes, no, and whatever. I have no idea what the fuck a Charlie craze is. Is that like another YouTuber that has like done something with minus or Ouija? How the fuck do you come up with Ouija when it's an O at the start? Which is not necessarily indicative of a correct pronunciation. Okay, thanks for like admitting it. Like the French oui. Oh, and then ja. Or ja or ja? Like a German ja. Oui, ja. Talking with spirits. Every teen did here for a while. I see. You have all come out of this unscathed, Blue. Anyway, though it is considered a form of divination, the ritualistic nature of its usage can cause self-hypnosis or autosuggestion, leading to hallucinations or symptoms similar to spirit possession. Is this real? Does it really like have any of you? I've never done anything like this, by the way. I've never had like a Luigi board or something. So I've also never tried to talk to ghosts. I remember one time, like by now, if you've listened to me, you know that my mother's from Spain, and we visited Spanish relatives once, and that was a very weird. Like, I never visited them again. So this was like my cousin, but she moved away from my aunt, so we visited her in a new flat. I haven't seen my Spanish relatives a lot, mind you, right? So that was already somewhat special. And then we were in this flat, and somehow the topic came upon, like, ghosts and shit. And as a child, I only understood half of it, but one of my other cousins who was, like, able to understand and speak both German and Spanish translated for me. And they were, like, talking about ghosts, and somehow the flat was haunted or some shit, and I was, like, 7 or 8 or something. And I can tell you, I shat my pants that night. I did not sleep well that night because like they were talking about ghosts for like an hour or something. Apparently, either my cousin that translated for me like pranked me. They were not talking about that, or my family is just batshit insane. And I think it's the latter, or maybe both. Anyway, many schools banned these spirit boards after there were several cases of students sneaking into schools at night, in addition to stories of people having seizures when using the boards. Is this real? Can this actually can I get like a seizure? Like if I don't want to go to work tomorrow, can I just use a Luigi board and just have like a self-indicted seizure? I'm gonna call the ambulance beforehand, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna contact the dad. Watch this. I'm gonna dab, and then I'm gonna, like, they won't be able to see it since I'm calling them. And then I'm gonna go, will I have to go to work today? And the spirit will just fucking outright kill me. That would be nice. Listen up, Ariel. Why does he keep doing that? You can't go blaming the death of your buddy on something like the occult. Wait, the death of his buddy? Do you think that Mr. Michael Jackson detective man, Richter, also knew the person who died here then? Most likely, right? If they went to school together? I don't care if it was ghosts or the occult or what. Whatever it was that did this. I'll get them. I promise you that. Also, it gives him a motive for resurrection, right? If his buddy died. Well, you've got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Biases weaken your judgment. Get too fixated on one thing and you stop seeing everything else. Aye, aye, boss. I'm really jealous of his, like, mutton chops, by the way. Is that what they're called on the side? Like, so now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know. Now? It's getting late. I figured we'd head straight home from here. Come on, we've got to go over all the info we've gathered. And what better place to do that than here at the scene of the crime where we can soak up the atmosphere? He's looking directly at me. This is a little bit unnerving. Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? You must be really into this occult stuff if you get off on being in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way. No, don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here. Cripes. Fine, let's get this over with. Aye, aye, boss. First, we fucking turn around to see if there's no ghost behind us. This is the location where we met Haruo as, what was his name? Shogo? Officeman Shogo. Who wanted to resurrect his dead would-be girlfriend, Yoko. Wait, where the fuck? Oh, for a second I thought it was gone. Wait, this is more than 360 degrees, it feels like. Is it playing tricks on me? It feels... Okay. Am I having like a massive trip right now? Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times I need to fucking like pull my mouse to turn 360 degrees back to him. It really does. A non-Euclidean space. Do you think they can actually do that in games like this? Fuck, this is crazy. Let's take a look at him. Jun Ario, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department 1st Investigative Division. His rank is Sergeant. Is that a high rank? This is his first time leading a case. It's like he's graduated from rookie to newbie. He looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the force could use more people like him. Wow, that's high praise, I think, from a veteran. I assume he's a veteran due to his age. The former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokohama Ichome were originally built as part of a daimyo's estate back in the Edo period. The park became... I'm having a stroke. The park became city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. There's not a soul around at this time of night. Quite doesn't even begin to describe it. You not hear, like, animals or something? Like crickets at night? We can take a look at the pond. This pond, they say it used to flow into the Sumida River. Remember, that's the one with the corpses. But the river became so polluted that they cut it off. Yeah. Again, remember the fucking serial... Was he a serial killer? I don't know, he just did really depraved shit. And apparently he did remember, but was remorseful, and now he's out again. The game is going places, definitely. I've got a bad feeling about this case, and my gut is rarely wrong. I knew this would be a treacherous case from the moment we were dragged into it. What a case. So early in the morning yesterday, a staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park and called the police when they realized he was dead. Sorry, I was leaning my head to the side to see if I could just make out like some details or something. While there were no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle means it's likely that this was a murder. I guess he was off duty, judging by his clothes? The Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer, and we were tasked with the investigation. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. Look at this boomer visual novel player being impressed by movable camera. This is brand new 2022 technology. Okay, I don't know how long this game has been around. I have never seen a game with a movable camera before. It's always just fixed camera angles, okay? I think that about sums things up. What can you tell me about the victim? Really interested in that. The victim is Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division of the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau. The Juvenile Division, isn't that also where Richter worked, as far as I remember? We can just look it up, actually. Let's see. Wait. I seem to remember that being here somewhere. Once a police officer. Did you just mention it? Was it not in here? Or maybe I'm just making it up as well. It could be it. That could be it. Dark Souls has fixed camera angles as soon as you log in on an enemy. That's how you play the game. 27 years old, single. Damn, nearly a wizard. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education. His rank was senior police officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Wow, he was buff as hell. Fuck, look at that chiseled chin. Damn, I'm really jolly now. Yes, we were in the academy together. We still went out for drinks together every month or two. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yes, we did. We truly did. Kane is swooning over that chest. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much he had the most unfinished paperwork too. Always felt we'd need an unusual guy that came to help us solve all our unusual cases. Hajime Yoshimi. Hajime was a police officer with the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau and was primarily responsible for juvenile and education cases. He held the rank of head patrol officer and entered the force at the same time as Junario. Hajime was found dead under mysterious circumstances at the former Yasuda Gardens early in the morning yesterday. Once a rebellious gang member himself, here we go. Yoshimi turned his life around and used his own experiences to connect with troubled youth as a police officer. While his appearance and demeanor suggested a man who was rough around the edges, he was a passionate, loyal, and caring man at heart. Looked up to as a big brother by his peers. Aniki! Yoshimi achieved stellar results in his work with juvenile cases, but his consistently sloppy paperwork and less than formal attitude essentially doomed his career and had him writing formal apologies on the regular. He left behind a fiancée whom he had been dating since high school. Ah, shit, who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? A fiancé he left behind since high school. Are we gonna meet her? Oh, what if it's fucking Yoko and she didn't tell us? That would break my goddamn heart. Oh my god, what if she doesn't want to bring back a goddamn cat but him or something? No, she has been at this for a while. Wait, was it a cat? No, Ugopogo, her dog. Sorry, her dog. She wanted to bring back her dog because you just know. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me? I was the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. Was one even weirder than you? Is he talking about Richter? Can we talk about that topic? Oh, Jesus Christ. What about the occult? So all this occult stuff. Have you heard about it, boss? What are you talking about? The Rite of Resurrection thing that's everyone's talking about? No, not you two. I've been hearing about that shit everywhere. Wow, okay, it must really seemed to make the rounds. The only one that didn't know about it really was Shogo. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? The whole thing started right here in Honjo in Sumida City, so I thought that maybe... Cut it out. Nothing good can come of getting involved with that rite of whatever, that record of fates. Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? He's gonna open his eyes in a second. Here we go. Stop that. Seriously, this isn't a joke. I get why you'd be intrigued by something called the rite of resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but... bringing the dead back to life? That's the stuff of fantasy. It's not real. So don't go hoping for miracles. Got it? Seems like he talks out of experience there. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the first division, boss. Always admired your work. You were like a god to me. You were the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Wow. Oh yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... Yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first justice I was assigned to it. So getting to work a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about, when you run your mouth like that. It's getting late, you must be sleepy. Oh my god. Treating him like Joe Biden. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, I get it. Been wowed by your shrewd detecting abilities all day today. Oh, really? Funny, I've been wowed by you too. When are they gonna kiss Jesus? As for the cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy is done. From what we've seen, though, it appeared to be some kind of acute heart failure. You really think so? Do they look like that? Like with veins popping out when their heart is giving out? Doesn't he... I don't know much about like causes of death or something, mind you. I'm just... I wonder if Arya was so obsessed with this guy he murdered somebody to get his attention somehow. That would be a good plot or something else, but hopefully not this. But since he had no record of chronic illness and had no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved. Yeah, he looks as if he was poisoned, actually, I think. Dying in the middle of the park like that certainly seems suspicious. We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. Curse bearer. Got people trying to identify those prints. We can find who they belong to. We might be able to figure this whole thing out. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it? The only thing Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet in his pockets. We can rule out a mugging. Though there probably aren't many people who try mugging a cop as big as him. Well, you couldn't tell he was a cop. But still, you wouldn't mug a guy like him. Also heard that Hajime got into a fair few fights in his younger days. He started judo once. He became an officer and rose up the ranks quickly. Sounds like the perp would have to have been pretty strong to take on Hajime. Hajime was quite a bad boy in school, apparently. He ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his study seriously. That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dead friend. He's not making fun of him. Yeah, I said in his honor. He should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field. You say that like it's a sure thing I'll die. Well... Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me most, boss. Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale. Well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes. I can already see it. Aereo, no! Why do you have to go and get yourself killed? No idea what's going on in that head of yours. Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait. Can't wait for your own death. Get it together, kid. She really are something. Thank you? He is somewhat whack, isn't he? It's so unnerving as well, because he looks so... boyish and stuff. He talks so upbeat, and then he like drops things like that about the case in general. But boss, yeah, is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me. But is he even allowed to investigate this? Isn't he like too connected to this then? It's all up to the higher ups. I'm sure they've got the reasons. Boss, you know something, don't you? It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it, the only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to, some kind of secret or something. Isn't that right? Love the dynamic poses? Pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you've picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself. He knew something he shouldn't have. Well, it is our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. What about the victim's family? The Yoshimi family is from Kitazenju in Adachi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge, old-looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted. Dialogue feels like it was ripped straight out of a boys' love novel. I don't know. I don't have much experience with those. Do you? And he lived there alone? Looked like the home of an old noble family. It's hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that. There's that bias I was talking about. Oh, if he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated. That's a bias too. Wait, what's the difference between a bias and an assumption or something? I don't know. We never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing. Yeah. Hajime was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school. Over 10 years. They just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? Showed me a picture once. She was beautiful. That's so terrible for her. But she may know if there'd been anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her. Oh, yes, I definitely want to talk to a grieving... Can you say widow if they were just engaged? Yeah, his fiancé may have been his only confidant. I'm sure someone at the Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow. No, let's do it now in the middle of the night. Come on, she won't be sleeping anyway. Hey, boss. I looked into the case that Hajime was running. Oh, great. That's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day he died? Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. Oh, one of them is gonna be the girl bullying the teacher or something, and the other one? I don't quite know. The first was the suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kamisawa last week. Here we go. That's the girl. Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Damn. The girl's name was Michio Shiraishi. She was a second-year student at Kumagata High School. But it seems as though Hajime had contact with her even before this incident. So she'd been troubled for some time. That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thought too. It seems he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but he said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead. It's possible he could have prevented a suicide then. He must have been devastated. That's why he was looking into Michio Shiraishi again. Must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to end her life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of his investigation. I see. And you're thinking that may have had something to do with his death? We'll have to find out what it is Hajime discovered. Right. Let's check with the Sumida Police Department about that tomorrow too. They're talking about tomorrow. I thought the game was only taking place over the course of one night, so... I don't know about that. And what was the other case he was working? This one is also related to a Kumagata High student. He's doing that duck face. It's called a blowjob face, and it's turning me on. A troublemaker named Hitomi Okuda. She seems to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. Wow, that's a very, very 70s haircut right there for a woman. juvenile delinquency. But she was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault and battery, you name it. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months and she was finally starting to open up. Then he met with the girl the day he died. Well, every school's got its problems. But I'm sure he'd be worried about how she'd get on without him. Right, just when she'd finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her get through this. We'll have to make sure the Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But... We can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her too. Ah, yes, you're right. She may have been the last person to see him alive after all. Which would somewhat make her the murderer? I don't know. Except for if it was like a delayed poison or something. I'll ask Sumida to introduce them tomorrow. Though, who knows if they'll actually let us talk with her. That's what we hired you for. A little boyish charm on them if they need convincing. Oh yeah, I'm sure they prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss. Watch it. I'm still your superior. You ought to act like you respect me at least. No, I thought I was. You were? Shit, is that just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed. It's probably just me, actually. Well, don't think you can get away with that with other people. So anyways, boss. Were you even listening? We've got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the 2 Kumagata High School cases that Hajime was handling. And we need to speak with his fiancée as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow. Here we go, the notes on Hajime Yoshimi. But he found it forming us through the gardens 2 days prior at approximately 11 AM. Acute heart failure caused unknown. Signs of a struggle found at the scene. Body discovered by a groundskeeper. I'm sure he does it for free. Currently investigating the fiancé and 2 female students. This is not it, though. This is not it. Not yet, at least. The old man is Lambda's self-insert. Yes. Let's just say yes. Time of death was around 11 PM 2 days ago. Outside of the park's operating hours, of course. His body was found early in the morning yesterday. 11 PM the day before yesterday. What was Hajime doing out there at that time in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? The entrance to the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that would be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? Someone called on me. He came here to hide something. I think someone called on me here. Hard to imagine a cop like Hajime would trespass for no reason. And since it seems like someone else was here with him, could they have called him here? Oh, that does seem likely. He must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. Or Hajime met someone here to discuss something in secret. And then they got into a fight? No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There were no wounds on the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. The perp must have planned something. Then you think it was meditated? That would mean they called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him? Well, there's still the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clearer picture once we know exactly what killed him. Right. Go. On the topic of family, what's yours like, boss? They're all dead. The hell is wrong with you? Prying into my personal life all of a sudden. It's just, I never heard you talk about them or anything. Or, are you single? He's probing, he wants to know. Wants to get his foot in the door first. Shut it, it's none of your business. Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking... The department really pressures young officers to get married, does it? I wonder why that is. Oh, you don't say anything like that, though. How should I know? Caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. 20-some years ago. Huh? So then... God, you're relentless. She took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe she'd give up a guy like you. I was never home much. Too focused on work. Come home late only to get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. Oh, sad, especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of first? It was already too late by then. You better be careful, Ario. You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? That's the nature of our job. There aren't many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter, boss? You really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense. How old is she? You think it's Yoko? Wait, how old was Yoko? Her mother couldn't have taken her 4 years ago to move out with her, could she? I don't know. Come on, I promise I don't mean this the way it sounds, but how old is she? I promise I don't mean this the way it sounds. Like, that's basically... Like, every YouTuber and Twitch streamer should preface their DMs with that. And they would be fine legally. I don't know, would they? I have no idea. I'm not giving any legal advice. I also, like, just don't message any... Just don't try to fuck a minor. Come on, how hard can it fucking be? Jesus Christ. Jeez, you don't know when to quit, do you? At least try to not look so intrigued. Oh my god, he likes Tatsumi so much he wants to fuck his daughter? Like, there's something wrong with Ariel. She's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her, so she's old enough to intimidate men in the first place. Last I heard, she's living by herself and going to college. That means she's of age. Wow, a college student! A man-loving, educated lady! Stop that. What kind of cop are you making baseless assumptions like that? She's living on her own though, huh? You must worry about her. Worry? I don't even know where she lives. You think it's Yoko? Is Yoko a college student? Oh shit, I accidentally, yeah. She's a housekeeper. After obtaining a junior college degree, Yoko started working as a housekeeper. Also, her name is Fukunaga, but that could be her, like, her mother's name. What's his name again? Tsutsumi. Did he look alike? I can't tell. Okay, it could be the girl he's with. You know? Just to connect them all or something. Remember, he wasn't alone, he was working with someone, but we don't have her contact information yet. Anyway, oh, so she hasn't told you. Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere. I would not. I don't think. Come on now, we both know that's not true. Let's listen here. Why do all girls in this game look the same? That's racist. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. What? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. Come on, boss, do you have a picture of her, please? Pretty please? Can I keep it? I swear I'm gonna laminate it first. Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, it must have been right around the Nijima murder. Wow, what a thing to bring up now. You know your history. Yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding. You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case at the academy. Oh. Well, that is indeed yet another connection to pull it all together. I was only in elementary school at the time, but I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested. All that was just... cracking the case, finding the guy, was all just happenstance. I'd really rather not think about it. It was a disturbing case. They never would have found him if Haruo didn't find, like, the hand just floating there in the river, which is already fucked up enough. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. We had overlooked one little thing. We may never have caught him at all. I think I remember hearing there was only one charge brought against him in the end. That's right. We didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but we may have stuck Fumichika Nejima in a cell, but it was no victory. He always had the upper hand. And all the damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years, huh? God damn it. That's why I try not to think about it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just randomly brought it up, you motherfucker. Okay, I think we're starting to think now. I've got a bad feeling about this case. This was treacherous. Wait, anything else we can do here? Anything we haven't looked at yet? Like maybe a ghost somewhere? Scene. Oh, we can take a look at... Well, how have I not looked at the scene yet? This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. Almost feels like nothing happened here at all. But once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing that is any consolation. Oh, boss, I think that about does it. Right, let's call it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, shit. Oh, God, what is that? Huh? Boss, what's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile. Oh, shit, he's the curse bearer. Damn it. Was that case all along? Wait a second. That case? Boss, what is it? Is there something over there? Oh! Such deep sorrow, resentful memories flowing into my mind. Those who deceive with falsehoods and untruth, hung up forever in eternal darkness. Kill them. Kill them. Those who spread lies. Kill them all. You've acquired the power of the cursed stone, the evergreen beach. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you. Press the use curse button when someone lies to you. That's an interesting power. That's pretty cool. Do you think he gets like a little pop-up to know that they lie? Or does he just constantly give it off or something? So whenever... Oh my god, that's the most devastating one. Because let's admit it, we are all lying all day, every day. Like constantly. Okay, we're gonna read the curse memory. Damn, he looks fucked up. He deceived us with his so-called right of resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark art swings from a rope. They'd thought the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough he was found hanging in the garden of the daimyo's mansion that morning. The man, a local named Chinkichi, was known for his kind temperament and skill in crafting Netsuke clasps even. While his life wasn't always easy, he was optimistic, the type to smile through whatever life threw at him. He was the kind of man who would take care of those who didn't have anyone else to rely on. The prosperity that the ukiyo-e boom brought must have been what fanned the flames of his greed. The old craftsman was found in a miserable state, as if sentenced to some cruel fate. Perhaps he'd ended his own life, unable to bear the weight of his crime. But dead men tell no tales, and the people thought of him as a bad man even in death. He hung there for days, till his neck stretched horrifically, a visage of pain still etched on his face. It was clear he must have struggled greatly as he died, his flesh marked with dark scars where the rope wrapped around his whole body. The beech tree's leaves do not fall, and neither did the man's body hanging from it, as the mansion's owner was not at home, another unfortunate event. The people held their tongues, fearing divine punishment, but the rumors persisted nonetheless. So this ties into, oh, there's this tree, and the leaves never fall. No, it's actually a fucking corpse that was never hung down for like a few days. Shorter than the one in Disco Elysium, but still a little bit too long. Curse that allows you to kill anyone who typed the password 2 times. Ruh-roh. Oh my god, can we get any more specific curses? Like, a curse that allows you to kill the person who steals the last fry from you or something when you share them. Ugh. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now, kill. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Does he now? Kill them. Who does he want to resurrect though? I wonder. I legitimately would have thought it was Ariel with the curse. Boss! But I guess it makes sense because the protagonists have to have the curse, right? In order for this to move along properly. Boss, what's the matter? Mwah. Don't tell me you really went senile. Sorry. Fine. Curse that allows you to kill anyone who has subscribed to any Twitch channel. Woo! That's a juicy one. Ariel. Yes? Bad news. Oh no, your senility is kicking in, isn't it? No. Got a bit of trouble on our hands. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. We're not going home tonight. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm a curse bearer now, Ario. I'm a curse bearer. Here we go. Down for the curse bearers, part 1. Tatsumi and Jun are sorting through the facts at the scene of Officer Hajime Yoshimi's mysterious death. Tatsumi denies the existence of the rite of resurrection until the curse echo of the Evergreen Beach appears before them. Go, let me drink something actually. If Aria had the curse, I would be scared he'd kill someone immediately. Yeah, to resurrect his dead body, definitely. But that makes it more interesting, right? Curse that allows you to kill someone who did not wipe their ass properly. Arcane just going out there killing half the human population with a single curse. Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. The rite of resurrection really exists? It's interesting that he immediately confides in him, right? Like, what would you do that if you awoke to some strange occult power? Would you just tell the person next to you, hey, I just had I blacked out, but level with me here. I can now kill people with the power of my mind. And to use it, you have to kill people using the power of curses from the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Fuck no. Amaya would keep it to himself, scheming in the shadows. Like L, I guess. Or rather like Light. The curse you have is from the story of the Evergreen Beach that's told in this area? Is that right? Seems a little bit suspicious, I guess. Yeah, pretty much. You're quick on the uptake. You weren't your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth. I'm never silly. The only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously now. I mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe in any of that. Not that I don't believe in it. My familiarity with it is why I tried not to get too close. Ah, you're just being a sore loser? Not used to admitting you were wrong? Oh, shut up and listen to me. No point in trying to hide things anymore. We won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. Please, just listen. You don't have to keep saying it, I'm listening. We don't have time to waste. We'll talk as we walk. Hey, wait for me, boss! Ooh, that's a swaggy track. Okay, we go to the real Goku Bridge. And as we walk, hopefully he will tell us all about it. Oh, I love this track, actually. Reminds me of Detective Conan. Oh, what is this type of jazz called? Actually, it's jazz, isn't it? Oh, I love this. This is my kind of jam, actually, I think. Sorry, I just want to double check one thing. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your senility? It's the truth. Not like I can prove it, though. What was he telling him? Revealing the existence of a secret department is against the rules, even to a fellow cop. Oh, shit! That's why he transferred out. He was investigating some occult shit. But this is an emergency. I need his help. I'll tell him. Any more? Yeah. He's not stupid, but he sure can be slow sometimes. But I think that positivity of his may come in handy at some point. Anything we can, like the bridge or something? No. Just talk. I'm sure you already know this, but this is all top secret. No sharing it with anyone. Right, you can trust me not to. I like jazz? I like to jazz it up my ass, yes. But no, I just can't believe it. I heard rumors that you used to be a member of a secret division attached to the Security Bureau. I can't believe we actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs. Is that when you get it on with a ghost? Is that when you have a paranormal affair? Yeah, I'm sure it comes as a shock. I couldn't believe it myself. I thought the high-ups were messing with me. Really had me worried for a while there. No, this is incredible! That's the whole reason I became a cop. I was always fascinated by secret agencies and stuff. Wait, I thought he was the whole reason he became a cop. Didn't he say that earlier? Is he suck up or something? You serious? But thinking about it, totally makes sense. If curses and spirits really do exist, then of course we'd need a special department to protect citizens from them. I seem a bit too eager to believe all this. And hang on, I thought you joined up because of me. Oh, come on, boss. Do you only have one favorite food? Oh my god, the face he's making right now feels as if he's about to enter the army or something. It feels as if he's about to just fuck my mom, my sister, and my girlfriend. That's the face he's making right now. Almost as if he's revealing his true colors. You can like more than one thing. Stop trying to fuck my family and girlfriend. Yeah, whatever. In any case, the official stance is that the supernatural doesn't exist, so Paranormal Affairs operates in secret. Still not sure why they stuck me there. Those 4 years, I worked nothing but cases involving the supernatural. Looks like he's gonna fuck my dad. Oh my god, this too? Can he just not fuck anyone, please? Paranormal Affairs Bureau, although officially called the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department Security Division Special Security Unit, Paranormal Affairs Bureau is more commonly referred to simply as Paranormal Affairs. Only a handful of people know of its existence, even within the police force. As the name suggests, it specializes in the investigation and resolution of cases involving paranormal phenomena. Since the existence of paranormal phenomena is not public knowledge, nor is it readily believed by the general population, the Bureau's activities are conducted in the utmost secrecy. Currently, there are only 5 members, including the chief. The Bureau has a network of psychic contacts across the country who assist with their cases, including Mio Kurosuzu. Are we gonna meet Mio Kurosuzu? Sounds like a female. The Bureau undertakes investigations into any suspicious stories that cross the desk, though the vast majority turn out to be hoaxes. Due to the sheer volume of cases, close-lipped, experienced detectives without paranormal abilities of their own, such as Tetsuo Tsutsumi, are sometimes assigned to investigate. The current chief of Paranormal Affairs is a man named Koichiro Nakagoshi, who was born to a family of psychics who have been involved in keeping the world safe from paranormal phenomena for generations, and has served as Mio Kurosuzu's mentor since discovering her. Koichiro is an elusive figure. Very few have met him in person, and he's rarely seen in the office. It is said that this is because he has often been the target of curses. However, some theorize that it is in fact because Koichiro is not actually of flesh and blood at all. Man, can I please get a spin-off sequel to this game just with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? That shit sounds amazing! His seat in his office is usually occupied by a Nue, a legendary creature found in Japanese folklore. The Nue resembles an ordinary white thrush and acts as Koichiro's messenger, leading to bizarre scenes of police officers earnestly reporting their findings to a bird. The term Nakagoshi case serves as a codename used to refer to cases under investigation by Paranormal Affairs. Damn! Like the South Park episode where the psychics are having their LARP fight. What episode is that? Can you pull that up? I love to just watch South Park every once in a while, just a few episodes. Like too much at once is like brain rot. It feels like just like South Park is fucking killing me inside. Okay, June just updated. Wait a second, have we read this at all? The fresh-faced police detective that Shoko met at Midoricho Park. He's a young detective with the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. He encountered a cursed echo while investigating the mysterious death of his colleague Hachime Yoshimi in the former Yasuda Gardens with Tetsuo Tsutsumi. When Tetsuo explained to him that the supernatural is real, he accepted this fact without a moment's hesitation, vowed to help his partner solve the case. Have we read this? Born to a relatively well-off household, Jun developed a healthy sense of self-esteem and an optimistic outlook on life. I don't think we have. Although watching action movies and detective series as a child instilled in him a desire to help those in need, it was the sight of Tetsuo Tsutsumi, who was in charge of investigating a case Jun was involved in as a student, that truly inspired him to become a police officer. While Jun still maintains a strong respect for Tetsuo, he also gets much enjoyment out of making casual cracks to get a rise out of the veteran officer. As an adult, Jun continues to hold on to the faint hope that the world is as he pictured it in his youth, a thrilling place in which superhuman heroes do battle against secret evil organizations. He attended the police academy with Richter Kai, who is now a private investigator. The two initially became friendly when Jun found Richter holed up alone in the reference room scouring over old crime data and invited him to go bowling, a popular pastime during this era. Tetsuo? He was possessed by the Evergreen Beach Curse Echo while investigating the former Yasuda Gardens. Previously a member of the secret Paranormal Affairs Bureau within the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department Security Division, he makes use of this experience to investigate the ongoing large-scale curse incident with his partner June. Rather than sitting behind a desk, Chief Inspector Tsutsumi always worked in the field as he moved his way up the police force. Behind his stern face lies a compassionate man, ever prepared to help his fellow officers. That same attentiveness to his work and colleagues, however, cost Tetsuo his marriage several years ago. Tetsuo has a penchant for candy and desserts, which he tries but fails to conceal from other officers at the risk of appearing soft. He delights in buying local sweets wherever he's sent to investigate a case, and would often volunteer to be dispatched to distant locations to acquire them while he was with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. He's also surprisingly knowledgeable about current trends, a trait he puts down to investigation-related research, but which is actually spurred by his wish to have something to discuss with his daughter. Man, I love this guy. Oh, I wish he was my dad. I wish I was him, actually. No, then again, I don't wish for my daughter to, like, be estranged. So, did you, have it? Have what? Spirit sense, of course. Are you what they call spiritually gifted? I think I might be. Like, my mom always kept calling me, like, gifted. I think it was specially gifted or something. I was thinking of this scene. Oh, what a shame that I can't click it now, Desperator, because it's not a Let's Talk. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Nope, I've never felt anything at all. Even if I did, I'd be a lightweight at best. 1 beer and I'm down for the count. Oh, he's comparing it with alcohol as well. Yoko is his fucking daughter. Come on. Oh, huh. Is that how people in the field quantify someone's spirit sense? Like, how much liquor they can handle? Nope, that's just me. It's not just him! Thought it would help get the point across. Oh. Sorry, seems like I keep disappointing you. No, it's not your fault, boss. At the risk of disappointing you yet again, I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on. But Yoko has a huge spirit sense. Do you think her mother had it or something? What? So there's no hope for me? No, say it isn't so. Of course you were interested. Well, you never know. You may have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense that she works on the front lines. I say work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training. Yikes. That seems like it would be in violation of Article 69 of the Labor Standards Act. There is not an Article 69, is there? Wow, you really know the law. No comment. Even the occult field has workers' rights issues, huh? You think it's the high school girl we're gonna play as? You think she has a... Oh god, fuck me, no, it's happening! The shadowy figure's appearing. Do you think she has a big spirit sense? So what do we do now? Got this rite of resurrection and the curse echoes of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. Can you shout it any louder? Curse being spread out around the city is a bit of an emergency. It's that bad? Put it this way, it's like handing out guns all over town. Damn, we're in America now. Jeez, that's real bad. It is, so we need to find the source and put a stop to it before something terrible happens. Usually that would be a job for Paranormal Affairs, but I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up till tomorrow night. They told me to deal with it myself. Said it would be fine since I have some experience. Huh? What? Then that overtime you mentioned means... Yep, you're gonna help me. But no. Alright, let's do this. You seem a bit too eager to dive into all this. You really have no reservations working in case you know nothing about. You said this was an emergency. I didn't think we had a choice. Just trying to be logical about this, boss. You really are something. Might actually be nice having you around. Why, thank you. Is it still there? Oh shit, he's still here. It's the boy. It's the boy with the girl. I know. So what exactly do we do? If these curses are connected to 7 mysteries, then the people who have the others should be all here in town. Right, if there's 7 of them, that means there are 6 more out there. We have to stop them all before they kill anyone with their curses. So they don't know that there's actually more, I guess? If we can, we should find and collect all the cursed stones. But, boss, from what you said earlier, killing a cursed bearer gets you closer to completing the rite of resurrection. Won't your life be in danger if they find out you're a cursed bearer? Again, shout it from the rooftops, please. Pretty much. Why does he make this face now? We can't let that happen. Should he even be out here right now? Hunting would only be a waste of time. The mystery of the one-sided reed is associated with Ryokoko Bridge. I was hoping we'd be quick enough to run into the one-sided reed's cursed bearer. No such luck, it seems. We need to remember to turn down our our voice volume. We want to talk to this guy, because otherwise he's gonna kill us. But let's just grab the bad end. Well, if nothing else, maybe word will spread that the cops are on the lookout and people will behave. That's putting a lot of trust in whoever these other people are. But it's possible that the other curse bearers with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone you see who seems suspicious. That means someone who may have the power of a curse. Understood in that case? Why don't I ask that guy who's been watching us this whole time? What do you know? There's someone there. Good luck. Hey, you there. Sorry to bother you, but I've got some questions. I'm with the police. So we didn't even click on him as Tetsu, which is interesting. We didn't need to advance this. I wonder what he would have said. And it is him. Oh man. Decades ago, people were really wearing these sweaters. They're kind of crazy. I guess maybe they're making a comeback. I mean, ugly sweaters during Christmas are a thing. Which I think is... I hate people wearing clothes ironically. Like, I guess I hate a lot of things. I am like an old man after all. An old man hate a lot of things. I wish they would just own up to it. Why are they calling it ugly Christmas sweaters or jumpers or whatever? Just wear them and be proud of it. Why not have like a huge Santa face on your sweater? It's actually a nice thing. It's not ugly at all. Don't call it that. Also, why can't we just wear ugly clothing all year round? I guess people are wearing ugly clothing all year round. Zoomers are. Wait, I hate young people. Their like fashion sense is just whack. I'm so old now. Just wear a regular Christmas sweater. I don't know, just why not wear nothing at all? I don't think I've ever seen a sweater in my life. Well, you have like constantly 40 degrees Celsius though, don't you? Thank you for your cooperation. We'll be asking you a few things, Mr. Yutaru Namigaki. That's a name, correct? Yes. I don't mind answering your questions. You're a detective? Did something happen? Alright, lots of things have been happening around here. Like people dying. Creepy motherfucker. So what to make of this guy? The man identifies himself as Yutaru Namigaki, a 21-year-old college student. He was watching us so calmly. We need to be careful with this guy. We know his deal. But there's no way to like disable it as person. We have to disable it in a meta way. If this were a normal case, I'd be fine letting him take the reins. But because I'm involved here, I should take over. Boss, let's talk to this guy. Yes, let's. So what is it you were doing here? Must be the incident at the former Yasuda Gardens. The dead policeman? I can't imagine a detective would come all the way out here otherwise. Huh? Say, Mr. Detective. Have you ever heard of the Evergreen Beach? How about you answer my question first? What were you doing here? I was answering a question. I came here to look for the Evergreen Beach from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Actually, I was wondering if either of you knew anything about it. It's not here. If it's the Evergreen Beach you're after, you'd be better off looking around the former Yasuda Gardens than here. Oh, you know a lot about this. That's what I thought. Detectives, you have the cursed stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? He's like an anime protagonist with his, like, foresight, right? How did you know? Jesus Christ, Ario. Please. Ario, you idiot. You idiot. Always reminds me of fucking Jagged Alliance. Well, that was much easier than expected. Oh crap, sorry. Simple inference. Figured you would have taken the curse if you were just in the gardens. You know that then. You must be a curse bearer yourself. I've no intentions of hiding anything. I plan to tell you from the start. Look. This is my curse stone. I believe it's called the Foot Washing Mansion. That's right. Well, are you sure about this? I'm not so rash that I'd kill someone as soon as I found out they were a curse bearer. Not without talking to them first. So he's admitting that he would kill someone, but he wants to talk first. You're the same, aren't you, detectives? You wouldn't use a curse on a normal person. Let's speak as equals, shall we? Do we kill him right now? Fuck, that's a little bit fucked up. Let's not kill him. Like, not if we can help it. I mean, it will trigger automatically anyway, I think. Boss? Sure. We'd rather resolve this amicably too. Or maybe it won't. Maybe his power just won't trigger if he doesn't want to. I wonder if it's about him or if, like, I don't know. But before we talk, there's something I should tell you. Hmm? Don't lie to me. Imagine just outright, the question's not a lie. He said we'll be speaking as equals. He was most likely lying about that. And the cursed stone recognized it. It's my cursed stone, the evergreen beach, just like he thought. He's gonna reveal that he's not allowed to lie to him, otherwise he's gonna kill him. That's a perfect stone for a detective. What? What, boss? Why would you tell him? That's how the curse works. Boss, are you having another senior moment if you tell him that? Hangs to death anyone who would try to mislead me. If you try to lie to me, the cursed stone will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell. Understand? What, really? That's super useful. He didn't even know, okay. I see. Understood. The way he holds up his hands, he reminds me of Erica. Yeah, I get the sense that he's gonna, like... He's gonna intellectually rape me or something in a second. I feel really in danger. It's a pretty useful power for a detective. Now then, let's talk. Damn, it seems I've lost the upper hand. No point for petty tricks then. I'll be honest with you. I'm really tempted to just kill this guy. Or do you think the curse is like, do you think it's like a red herring? Like, do you think he's lying or not? Do you want to curse? Do you want to try out? So far, so good. Or are we misleading him by making him feel as if he can actually lie to us or something? There's someone I want to bring back, so I'd like your assistance in collecting soul dregs. Can't help you. Please, all you have to do is tell me who the other cursed bearers are. Wait, that... Maybe he's lying about that's all we have to do to tell. Like, I also, it's not lying, it's about misleading. Misleading is like a vaguer term than lying, I guess. Sorry, but as a police officer, I can't just look the other way and let you go. Please, if you help me, I'll let you two go as well. Is that a threat? No. It's a final warning. Let's just grab the bad end, okay? My curse, the Foot Washing Mansion. It's like having a stand or something. You really think you could escape it just by being careful? Didn't matter to me which of you was the curse bearer. I'll be taking both of your soul dregs anyway. Wait, Namigaki! The Foot Washing Mansion is a powerful curse, and so simple to activate. It is ready whenever I need it. There's no escape from the voice of my feet! Damn! Ariel, get out of here, hurry, I'll find you later! What? Okay! Too late! Hear the voice of my curse echo! Oh, the voice of his curse echo! Ah, this voice! This is... Ah! The foot fetish talisman. Having a stand ability as feet would raise some serious questions. Imagine if legs for days was your stand. My Lambda, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. It's mere conjecture on my part, but I believe you may be aware of a way to escape Utero's curse. If you're not, you may make as many attempts as you please. Try again. Very well. I wonder where it will put me back. Okay, at this point, I can just fuck this guy up. Right up his ass. I can just go. I can't hear shit. My curse, the Foot Washing Mansion. Didn't matter. Wait, Namigaki! foot washing mansion is so powerful it can just trample you. It's ready whenever I need it. Let's not use it. Let's let him get flustered again. Harry, get out of here. Okay. Too late. Here are my feet. Voice of his curse echo. What? Why is my curse echo working? Impossible. This has never happened. Remember, in this timeline, he hasn't met Sugar Okie yet. And apparently, supposedly, in the timeline, he has met Sugar Okie. He hasn't met the detectives before. Interestingly. What's happening? I don't hear anything. Eri, now grab him. Why is Eri still around? Thought I told him to get away. Right. Namigaki, get down. Ah, damn it. Boss, here, his cursed stone. Good work, give it to me. Oh, you can't just acquire the other cursed stone. It's the foot washing mansion. Do we not have handcuffs on our person? Damn it, why? What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up? I haven't even touched you. You can't consider that assault of a police officer. Is threatening a police officer like an offense or something? You just arrest him? I am deaf as an old man. Let him go. All we need is a stone. Oh, how could this happen? My right of resurrection. Give it up. The right was too good to be true from the start. I don't know what happened to you, but... sorry, I'm old. But you'd be better off mourning whoever you lost the right way. Now get out of here. Damn it. Is the girl around? Phew, that was a close one, huh, boss? Probably be dead if he had activated his curse. Yeah, I'm not sure what, but something stopped his curse from... Boss, are you okay? Does having another curse stone hurt? Yeah. The curse from this one is flowing into me too. Oh no. I saw what activates the curse of the foot washing mansion and the resentful memories bound to it. I see. I always thought this was one of the stranger of the 7 mysteries. Now I know why. It sure is something. What did you see? Let's save that for later. All you need to know for now is that it's a particularly powerful curse. We're lucky we took it from him quickly. Phew. Alright, let's read up on the fucking wacky-ass curse foot washing mansion thingy. Kills by crushing one who hears the command wash. She was an accomplished onmyoji. Sorry, that's like a term for like sorcerer or something, right? Alas, she did not use her talents for the good of the world or the people, but for her own selfish pursuit of beauty. After a fierce battle, the woman dragged herself through the streets. It was like something had gnawed away at her body. Will I die? I've already obtained what I needed, as long as I have this. Suddenly, a terrible realization dawned on her. Her legs would move. She fell to the ground. What was happening? Surprised, she looked down. Her foot, once so beautiful and delicate, had grown ulcerated and rotten. Ugh, that's not nice. He got her. She was on the verge of death and covered in filth to boot. Crawling to a nearby house, her breath caught in her throat. The curious residents opened up but recoiled from what they saw. My foot is so filthy, someone, please, quickly. The woman expired while mumbling something unintelligible, and so ended the life of a woman consumed by evil. I don't know, that doesn't seem like as fucked up as it could have been. Wash my feet, what? I don't know. I really dislike when people just... I think I'm the only person allowed to touch my feet. Well, it makes one stone. Where do we go now? We'll visit all the places associated with the mysteries while it's still dark out. You mean you have to do that all over again? Hope they aren't all as aggressive as him, but people will do crazy things to bring back someone they love. Seems that the hatred the cursed stones are imbued with makes people more willing to kill. Really? And what about you, boss? I'm fine. I may not have any spirit sense, but I'm tough when it comes to this stuff. That's why they love me in paranormal affairs. So you are spiritually gifted after all. Maybe he's spiritually dense. Alright, let's head to the next place. Just haven't found your own personal feet worshipper. Maybe! That may very well be the case, Lightning Hand. And for the Curse Bearers Part 2, we're gonna do this one. And I don't know if we're going to continue after that. Tsumi and Eri decide to collect the cursed stones as soon as possible before they become the cause of an unprecedented tragedy. The two obtain the foot-washing mansion from Yutaru Namigaki and head to their next destination. In Midoricho. Yeah, Midoricho Park. Tetsuo Tatsumi, 1 a.m. Midoricho Park. They're talking to the darkness guy. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you. Or is it? I don't know. Could be. Araishi? What? Are you with the police? I haven't done anything. Don't worry, this isn't an interrogation or anything. We just want to talk. You're Hideki Araishi, right? The historian? We know who you are, so this won't take long. But since we saw you here, we'd just like to ask you a couple questions. Local history researcher Hideki Araishi. It does tell us, curse echo question marks. Does everyone? Oh no, it's like either none question marks or the curse. Hideki is a historian who works part-time as a curator at the local folk museum and as a teacher at Komagata High School. Recent publication on the Rite of the Resurrection has caused a stir in occult circles. Oh! He has published the article! He must know something then. Hideki is the quintessential obsessive researcher. Despite being entirely unsuited for teaching, he had no choice but to take up a position at Komagata High School in order to make ends meet. While having a captive audience in his classes goes some way to satisfying his need for respect and recognition, his conceited nature makes him unpopular among the students. Lately, he is concerned that articles he contributed for purely monetary reasons have earned him a reputation as a researcher of the occult. But the surge of interest in the topic and the resulting volume of articles requests he is receiving are undeniably tempting. Hideki is a regular at the Kurokikyo Cafe on Hokusai Street, where he can be found outside his work hours, writing essays and manuscripts. His published books include Study of the Unknown and An Introduction to Bando History. Interesting. Very useful to know. Well, let's get it over with. I'm a busy man. Hideki Araishi says he's a local historian, but supposedly he knows more about the Rite of Resurrection than anybody. The fact he's here at this time of night, it's plenty possible that he's a curse bearer. Boss, let's ask Hideki some questions. Questioning people like this can put unnecessary stress on them depending on their position. This guy's pretty sharp. I'll have to play it safe and only push him when I see an opening. From appearances, it's hard to imagine this small, bookish, well-spoken man being very dangerous. But in this day and age, you never know. Should be careful. Could be packing, you know? Could be packing heat. By heat, I mean, like, curse echo. What were you doing? And now, Mr. Araishi, what were you doing here at this time of night? Doing research, of course. Day or night, information never sleeps. I think... I don't know. That's an admirable philosophy. You know, your research has been quite the talk around town. What was it they were saying? You discovered something about some book? The Record of Fates, the Record of Dates, the Book of Fates, the Book of Dates, the Scroll of Fates, the Scroll of Dates. It's a... Wait, is it Record or Book of Fates? Record, the Record of Fates. Do you think I could tempt him by, like, saying the wrong thing, though? Or it really depends on what kind of person he is. Either he's, like, tickled by me saying the wrong thing and then he's gonna go into a tirade to, like, talk about it, or he's gonna be happy that I actually do know my shit and then he's going on about it. Let's be correct, the Record of Fates. Alright, you found some kind of ritual on the Record of Fates. What? Don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the Rite of Resurrection too? To be perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. None of you even care about the local history. Just come crawling out of the woodwork when something interesting comes up. Looks like I hit a nerve. If you think you can force me to tell you because you're a policeman, you're sorely mistaken. What were you doing? Was the research you were doing just now also related to the Rite of Resurrection? Well, yes, that's right. What exactly were you looking for? I've no reason to tell you that. You wouldn't understand anyway. Damn. He dares talk to police officers like that, huh? Are you doing all this research so you can use the Rite of Resurrection yourself? Huh, you're a policeman. Do you really think people can be brought back to life? Everyone I meet. Pitiful. Huh? So you don't believe in the rite? Whether it's real or not has nothing to do with my research. Such things are better left to the occult freaks. Or so I thought. Things changed. It has become necessary for me to pursue the right. So now I pray that it is real. What changed? I'm sure you can imagine the funds for my research. I received a large amount of funding for seeking the right of resurrection. And if I find it, I'll receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Oh, then that means someone is sponsoring your research, is that right? So what if they are? You have no idea how hard we work to secure funding for our research. I have no interest in teaching those children. It is the person behind Mersault. This one. The chairwoman of Hyaku Soaps. That's the one funding his research, most likely. Listen to me, I'll tell you one thing. Those experts you see writing provocative books or spouting nonsense on TV to try and get popular, all of them are just trying to get the money they need to do the research. With how popular the occult is, saying something even remotely spooky can lead to big money. Ghost! Let's see if people will subscribe to me now. What? But I bought your book? The pursuit of the unknown begins first and foremost with belief. I was so inspired by that bit. I do appreciate your patronage. Unfortunately, however, the occult is not my true interest. I love high school girls. Oh my god. The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. No way, I can't believe it. You're surprisingly innocent. This record of fates, where did you get your hands on it? The storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just as the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. Was the research you were doing just now also related to it? Yes, that's right. He doesn't want to come clean about that, I guess. What kind of research do you want to be doing? I'm sure it wouldn't interest you, but to put it simply, the focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years as they are passed down from generation to generation. It's actually very interesting. What does it mean? Due to human bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. This is not necessarily done with ill intentions. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gaps in a story that lacks detail, or when something's left out or abridged because of the story's length, or when the story twists and shifts as it's spread through oral tradition. Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in culture and environment affect how it's told, changing its contents. Silly little things can turn into terribly mysterious legends. My research is the study of how history, culture, and legend all influence each other. That's pretty cool. I love that. I see. Take the 7 mysteries of Honjo, for example. Why are some of the mysteries seemingly about nothing particularly interesting? You'd think stories wouldn't last a decade, let alone hundreds of years, so why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest? I admit I'm curious. That's what you've been researching all this time. Makes sense. Doesn't do a jump scare if I unfollow and then refollow? I think the system recognizes if you've been a follower before, so you can't just if a person has like the follow alerts, you can't just constantly trigger them because that would be spamming, I guess. Said it doesn't matter to me whether the right exists or not. People in the Edo period believed that what was written in the Record of Fates was real. That's all I'm interested in. But I have to be realistic. The research I'd like to do is unfortunately not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risks. Like short prompts. Well, in that case, I think I might have a guess as to what it is you were looking for. Do you think it's something as innocent as the 7 mysteries that he was looking for? Or do we think that he's an actual curse bearer? I mean, these 3 are pretty much related. You could be looking for any of them. I don't think he's a curse bearer. He's looking for the 7 mysteries of Honjo. He pretty much said this earlier. I mean... I'm surprised you know that. There's indeed a theory that the 7 mysteries of Honjo began because of the rite of resurrection. Well, my theory. Unraveling the 7 mysteries may reveal the secret of the rite. I think quite a few people are looking into the mysteries for that reason. Richard Park is connected to the story of the Taiko of Tsugaru, right? That's right, but that isn't the issue at hand. The Taiko of Have we done the Taiko of Tsugaru yet? drums. Drums as a fire alarm, and that's supposed to be scary. Very interesting. What were you doing? Well, in that case, I think I might have a guess as to what it is you were looking for. And it just gives me more of these. Looking for the cursed stones. What? Damn it, if you know about that then... Calm down, no need to get so defensive. Look at how smug he looks. I think we're just gonna come clean again. Show cursed stone. We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice friendly chat? A curse stone! You are a curse bearer! Bearer of the curse. Seek, lest. I leave. It is the Evergreen Beach then? Yep. Will you show me yours? This is mine. The ever-burning lantern. Interesting. We've done well with revealing our cursed details before, so we're gonna do it again. I'll tell you this for free. The Evergreen Beach comes from a man who was hanged for spreading false rumors. But the accusations against him were unfounded and he died cursing those who deceived him. Ah, so that is the resentful memory held within the Evergreen Beach. The memories of the 7 mysteries are truly fascinating. If only I could collect them all. Do whatever you want, but you should know something. The stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me. Well, what? But... No, don't try and lie to me. I'll know. You would curse a citizen? And you call yourself an officer of the law? Again, guys, if you unfollow and follow again, the system recognizes that you followed me before and won't play the sound again because of spamming reasons. So you can't just do it that simply. You actually do have to just create a new account and then it's gonna get another alert. You would curse a citizen? It all depends on you. I don't want to use it if I don't have to. What is it you want? Curse stones are dangerous. I'd like to confiscate yours. Excuse me, but my right. First, let me ask you one thing. You haven't used that curse, have you? No, of course I haven't, I swear. Okay, I'm gonna save here. I just want to see what happens if you use the thing and they don't lie. Okay. So we can call them on their bluff, but it's not necessarily that they are lying to you when they say something and it pops up. I'm gonna reload because I don't want to have this on me. I don't want for him to have used this. I haven't, I swear. I see. Good. I wonder if the glasses guy was lying to us earlier in one of his sentences, Stendo. Why don't you hand over that stone? Unless... Hand over that dark souls of yours, unless you'd rather try using it on me instead. Damn you, I won't give it to you. If I were to say that, what would happen? Would it be a crime? The police are aware of how dangerous the stones are. I could arrest you under Article 1, Section 2 of the Minor Offences Act. Or you hand it over and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen to all your research if you were arrested. Fine. You can have the stone here. This is going far too easy. Let's see what the activation mechanic for this is. The ever-burning lantern. Kills by disembowelment, one who finds themselves trapped in the darkness of the curse echo. So it is the thing that killed Shogo, and he saved himself by having the lighter. The resentful memory. When Honjo was filled with samurai residences, the spies of the shogunate lived amongst the town people to keep an eye on things. The soba cart on South Warigasui served as one of the outposts. They would communicate to each other in code by turning the lantern on or off. Tonight at 4 AM meant that someone would be having the last soba of their life and that their belly would be sliced open the next night. An unfortunate incident occurred in which a man attacked a woman in a bout of fury. He regretted it deeply, even declining to invoke the right to defend his honor, but the deed was done. Still, he could not accept it. His rage at having been used by his daimyo boiled over, turning into a grudge he would never forget. Nearby, he saw a lantern quietly glowing in the night, and when the 6th bell rang, the man cut his own stomach open. Since then, the lantern could be seen on light before the soba cart had opened, and would flicker out suddenly even when there was no wind blowing. As this unsettling phenomenon continued, the rumors surrounding it grew, and soon all were convinced that it was the man who cut open his stomach visiting from the beyond. This, like, I don't know, this is kind of boring as well, compared to some of the earlier ones. I mean, the one with the fish girl, the drowning one, and the one that, what's it called? The Whispering Canal and the Haunting Clappers. These were really, really creepy in a way, I guess. Good choice. I look forward to seeing how your research pans out. Huh. All right, would you tell us everything you know about what's been going on? If you help us out, we'll give you all the information we've gotten after we solve the case. What do you say? In that case, will you tell me all about the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries? I believe they are the key to the secret hidden in the Record of Fates. Sure, why not? I'll learn about them as I collect the cursed stones. We already have 3 of them. Wow. But thanks to you, we learned a lot from him. I wonder, the mysteries and right are all public... Pardon me. Are all public information. Kept everything he knows about the other curse bearers and the source of the curse here hidden. I was hoping he'd at least give us a clue about how to beat these curses. I see. Then we should be more aggressive next time. Really make them spit it out. And by we, I mean you. Guessing he wants to save this curse. He wouldn't have told us anything, no matter what we asked. Now we know where he hangs out. We can always send someone for him if need be. Right, got it. Surprised to hear that there are actually 9 of the 7 mysteries, though. Yeah, that's 2 extra curse bearers we have to find. We've confiscated 2, so there are 6 more. Could be anywhere in this town. We have to find them fast, or they may start using the curses. No, I think we're already too late. Huh? Didn't tell you this, but there were some soul drags in Namigaki's curse stone. Really? Then he already killed someone with it? It's not much, so it probably wasn't a curse bearer. Shit. That doesn't make it any better. In fact, it makes it worse, I think. Well, we know who did it. We can make arrangements to take him into custody. We'll have paranormal affairs picking him up tomorrow. For now, we continue our research. Right, on to the next place. We just have to cross them off the list one by one. Oh, but boss? Good to know we can use the Minor Offenses Act to arrest people with curse stones. Why didn't we do that with Namigaki? We could do that. There'd be no need for paranormal affairs. What grounds would a normal detective have to put him under arrest? Oh, right, yeah, I suppose that's true. Great! I can't actually click that. Which makes it a little bit creepy because I didn't even announce, hey, you can't do that yet. I also, at this point, I don't quite know if all of these are like parallel universes, so if this is all happening at the same time. It can't be that it's happening at the same time. There must be like a true timeline or something, or maybe they converge later on or something, because obviously, like, it diverges who dies here. Either Shogo dies or Yoko dies. We don't know which one is true in this timeline. Also, Shogo meeting up with the other curse bearers most likely is not true here either, because they would have just outright asked him if he was a curse bearer, I think. Also, he met up with Glasses Guy and killed him in his timeline, but this obviously didn't happen since they were meeting him and took away his curse. Can we go back in Old Lady's one? It's shining. We can resume. I don't know if it works though. Might be. However, not today, my friends. This is the end for today's recording and stream of Paranormasight. That was amazing once more. I really liked Tetsu. Really interesting character. Loved the reveal of there being like some actual paranormal shit going on in the world. It's nothing new, nothing novel, like nothing too outlandish if it's already an established concept in the world. That makes it far easier to write around it, because you have people that have prior knowledge rather than it being new for everyone involved. It's already a deus ex machina to just give these people knowledge of the curse and the mechanics by just having them acquire the curse. However, there's no other way around it, because having to find out your activation mechanism would be very fucking complicated otherwise. But having Tetsuo and his knowledge of like what is actually happening gives a really interesting perspective. So, gotta stop the YouTube recording now. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye.